please don't judge a book by its cover. Please understand that, not all illnesses are visible. Oh, and on a complete side note, if you are bored and happen to have some spare time on your hands and you want to watch some TV, totally recommend watching Jane the Virgin. I have binge watched like a season and a half in like a week, and I'm not even ashamed of it because it's a really, really awesome program. Bit late to the game. Love it though. Perfection. Love it. Great actors, actresses. It's really awesome, so totally think you should go watch that. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well and I hope you're all having a fantastic start to the new year. And I have some awesome exciting news, so if you want to hear that news, stay tuned to the end of the video to find out what it is. But for this video I thought I would talk about 5 things chronic illness sufferers would love you to know and understand a bit more. So yeah, let's crack on with the video. So the first thing on my little list is grumpiness and rudeness and short-tempered, irritable, that kind of thing. Now, before you say anything, because I know you all are in your head, we all have those days regardless of whether we have a chronic illness. Like if you think when you're tired or when you are unwell, you get a little grumpy grump. And I mean, we get that too, but ours is just obviously on a few more days than everyone else. And we feel horrible about it. I know I have said some really horrible things to my parents and my family, and I really don't mean to, and I don't like it, and I feel bad, and I don't think, oh, I'm unwell, I'm going to get away with it, and I always do apologise. And you have to understand that I know people have said, oh, it's all very well being sorry and stuff, but don't do it. If it were that easy, it would be done. So number 2 is one that I absolutely, I hate. I know when I was at school, I had this one girl who would consistently cancel on me every single time we made arrangements, and I just started to kind of take it personally that it was something that I had done or something that was wrong with me. And I want you to know, if you're the person that's being cancelled on, that we don't mean that at all. Sometimes life just gets on top of us, our health takes a bad turn. I'm someone who doesn't like planning too far ahead. For that reason, I don't know what my health's going to be doing, and I absolutely hate the feeling it gives me inside if I have to cancel on someone. I hate it so much. I have found, and this could help you, is just ask them to come and chill with you, or if you're the person, remember that although you feel bad being cancelled on, that person also feels bad and they start feeling lonely as well, because they can't then just go out with someone else. Number 3, fatigue and being really tired are 2 very different things. Fatigue is like a million times more tired, and it's like you just feel like your body has the flu because you're just so, like, your body is just completely drained and it becomes achy and sore, and they're 2 very different things. So if someone says to you, oh, I'm really fatigued, I can't go out, they don't just mean, oh, I'm a bit tired, like I had a late night last night. Like, they're 2 very, very, very different things. Number 4 is something that I struggle with myself daily, and I know it's hard for other people to understand if you're not in that position, but I am someone who is very stubborn. If you know me personally, you will know I'm very stubborn, and I am someone who tries to show myself and others around me that just because you have a chronic illness doesn't mean you can't achieve things you want to. You might have to find a way around it, but you can achieve anything. But that being said, there are things that sometimes are just not very accessible for one reason or another, and for me personally, it's things like going out for a meal. I have a lot of problems with food and eating and moving after food, and for me, I just find going out to eat a meal very uncomfortable. I know someone, she was the first person that I ever spoke to that had gastroparesis and, you know, other illnesses as well. But she was the first person I ever spoke to, and she has had it a lot worse than I have, and she has spent a lot of months in hospital, you know, restricted to a bed, and right now she's out there and she's doing amazing with her swimming, and she's reaching goals and achieving things swimming that she never thought would be possible a year ago. But she pushed herself and she listened to her body, so she didn't push herself too far, but it became accessible. But sometimes there are things that just aren't going to be, you know, right. There'd be no good me going to a food tasting thing, because, you know, that's inaccessible for so many reasons. So please understand that sometimes if a chronic illness sufferer says no to something, it could be tiredness, it could just be that they find that very inaccessible. But I know that I find it hard to admit that, and I find it hard to say it, so I just say no, which I know isn't right, and it's the whole easier said than done thing. And last but not least, number 5 is not all illnesses are visible. And I'm sure you've heard me saying this 100,000 times if you've seen a lot of my videos, and it just kind of is what an invisible illness is. It is an illness that you can't see. It's something going on inside the body, not outside. It's, you know, it's not a broken arm that you're in a cast. You're not necessarily wheelchair bound. I'm sure you've seen it circulating around the internet. I know I have various times, but it goes with people leaving notes on a car, you know, windshield, windscreen, I don't know where I'm living these days. And I read one recently, and I was her, and it wasn't even me that got the letter. Basically, a disabled woman and her daughter parked in a disabled bay and went into the shops or wherever it was that they went. And what you couldn't see was that that was a good day to her, and she actually managed to walk around with her daughter, and she wasn't wheelchair bound. But what you didn't see is, you know, what goes on behind the doors, what goes on yesterday, what goes on tomorrow, what could happen when she's halfway walking around. And someone left a note on her car saying, you know, I hope you enjoy being in a disabled bay, and you should be ashamed of yourself, and, you know, this, that and the other. To me, that's really nasty, and that's really hurtful, because you can't see what's going on inside someone's body. And, you know, she was having a great day, she was feeling relatively okay, and she comes back to that. And it, you know, it goes in hand in needing to raise awareness for these conditions, because people are so judgmental and they just see what they can physically see. They don't think about, you know, what's going on inside, what's going on behind closed doors, what happened yesterday, what's happened tomorrow. What, you don't see that. So please understand that just because something isn't visible doesn't make it any less real than something that is visibly there. You know, having a broken arm, you can't actually see that broken arm. You only know because there's a cast on it. You know, I find it so frustrating, and it's one of the reasons why I want to help raise awareness, because I know I get it so much because I do cheer and I work, and yes, I do push myself to do those things because I want to do them. But like I said, what you don't see is how I am after cheer. You don't see how I am after days of work or a week of work. You don't see, you know, what's happened in the middle of my day, 20 minutes after you saw me. And I've had these comments, and it's hurtful seeing or knowing others that have had these comments, because it's like you're telling us that we're lying and you don't believe us, and we have a hard enough time getting doctors to believe us to get a diagnosis. We don't then need it from everyone else. And please don't turn around to me and say, oh well, you look fine, you must be fine. Really? Can you see the, you know, what's going on inside my stomach? Because if you can, you have awesome vision. Somehow though, I don't think you can. So yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it or learned something or a mixture of the two, and if you did, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And in order to, you know, raise more awareness, be sure to share the video or share your knowledge or research it and then share it, either or. And if you're not already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, join my family. We can have some more fun and games and learn and experience things together, because this is the year for us. And for my exciting news, for a new year, new start, I am now a Cheer Fit ambassador. And you may be thinking, oh, what does that mean? Basically, I'm going to inspire you guys to be fit and enjoy cheer, or just, you know, exercise and condition in general. So I'm going to be sharing lots of fun exercise tips that I like to do, and conditioning and stretches if you're a flyer or just want to stretch because it's good for you. And yeah, we're going to have a ton of fun this year. We're going to be healthy and exercise. And yeah, I thought it would be fun to be an ambassador. So that is what I am for this year. What? Say what? So if you have any exercises that you love to do, definitely be sure to let me know in the description. In the comments. And just, yeah, let's be healthy and exercise more, because it is so good for your body. You have no idea. It's good for like energy, motivation, mindset, your body. So yeah, I'm going to be showing exercises for everyone. So they are kind of light exercises that you can make harder, or you can have it easier if you're unable to do them hard. So watch out for those. So right up over in that corner, I'm going to leave the link to my last video, and right down there I'm going to leave a link to one of my other illness related videos that I've done, so we can learn some more and share more awareness. So click on them, and until next time, keep watching, stay strong and stay safe. Bye guys!